Welcome back to talk about the 2025 season at the Thousand Islands Playhouse in Gananoque. We have with us the managing artistic director, Brett Christopher. Welcome to the program.
I'm here. Thank you.
Okay. So 2025, can you believe it?
I can't. It's like sleeting outside and everyone's hunkered down in their homes and the buses are canceled. And here we are talking about beautiful sunny days next summer.
I know. Like, this is unreal.
It's what we can dream about. It's good. We can sort of like manifest the warmth.
Yes, exactly. And look forward to it. Yeah. So now, do you have, because you're the gentleman that goes out.
A gentleman. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm on camera. I have to be kind. You're the individual who goes out and sources these magnificent plays. What can we expect this year? Is it going to be a mix?
Oh, it's always a mix.
It's always
a mix. I love a mix.
Okay.
I love to give people a smorgasbord of theatrical experiences.
Good.
So we range from big musicals to comedies to more kind of hard-hitting drama, smaller stuff.
Good.
And everyone gets kind of something that they might be interested in over the course of the year.
So when do you open?
We open May 30th.
Yes, you do.
2025, so it's still 6 months away. Although we are casting now, we're doing all of that work now, so it's all locked in.
Yes.
And the first big show, which will be in the Springer Theater, is How the Other Half Loves by Alan Ayckbourn. How the Other Half Loves is Alan Ayckbourn is the most famous British comedic playwright. He's written incredible things like Norman Conquest, and this is one of his top shows, which is about three men who work in an office set in the 70s.
Okay.
So three men who work in an office and their wives, and each of them sort of has a different interplay. And one of the husbands is having an affair with one of the women, and the boss is, a buffoon. It's very funny.
It's the 70s.
It literally is the 70s.
Okay.
Very recognizable, very funny, a lot of slapstick, and a lot of wonderful kind of British comedy.
That's good, because we need, after a long winter, we need something.
Exactly.
That's going to make us laugh.
Yeah, we found over the last couple of years, people have responded so positively to putting jokes on the stage, like unapologetically.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what life is supposed to be.
Exactly.
So what is following that?
Well, Mary Poppins.
Oh, Mary Poppins is coming.
The big Disney musical Mary Poppins will be on stage through sort of early July through the month of August. And we're casting it last week. So we found our Mary Poppins. We found all the various people because we put it all together from across the country.
Yes, of course.
And everyone knows Mary Poppins is amazing novels that were written in the 20s, and then they were produced into the famous movie starring Julie Andrews in the 60s. Yeah. And then it was turned into a musical in 2014. So now we've got this amazing, wonderful, revisiting to these wonderful songs.
And why not?
Let's Go Fly a Kite and Spoonful of Sugar and all these iconic songs. The only challenge is, how do you top Julie Andrews? So we found someone we think is going to be very special in that role.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Curiosity now.
I know.
And you're not going to tell us?
No, of course not.
I hate secrets. You love them.
I'm just giving you crumbs.
I know, yeah.
Literally like the Bird Woman. I'm just giving you crumbs here.
You're doing very well. Okay, what's the next one? Or is there one that's actually happening at the same time?
There is. There's actually a show. So once Mary Poppins really gets underway, we then open a show in our Fire Hall Theater, which is called Cottagers and Indians. So it's written by a Indigenous playwright. Obviously a play on the old expression cowboys and Indians.
Yes.
And it is it's very sort of timely. Here we are in cottage country.
Yes.
So it's about a woman who owns a cottage, and an Indigenous man returns to the lake of his youth and starts planting wild rice all along the banks of the lake. Oh. And it becomes this kind of battle between cottagers and the Indigenous population. It's very, very funny. That's why I picked it. It's not too hard-hitting. It's very funny.
Yes.
Although it's poignant. And
so there's a message there.
There is definitely a message about land rights and about the Indigenous and colonial settler relationship. But what's so wonderful about the play is it really comes to a mutual understanding. I won't give it too much away, but I love the ending. I love the ending and the way that it kind of interweaves both of the perspectives, and it feels like there's, sort of like we're going to proceed into this future together.
There's a compromise.
So, yeah, it's really
There,
it's an
you just
excellent
told the
play.
whole story.
I know, but it's also very funny, so it's definitely worth seeing.
It's a comedy.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
So tell us about one more.
You only want one more.
I only want one more,
Okay.
and the reason I want one more is because it's going to take us into August,
I know.
right?
We
and
just
I want
run
you
forever,
to, I
so-
want you to come back.
Okay, thanks so much.
Well, we're thinking about having you back.
We'll watch the tape and see how it goes.
Exactly. Yeah. No, we'll have you back if you don't mind coming back
Of course,
in
I'd love to.
August, and then talk about the second half.
Yep, you
you
bet.
know, because I mean, this is a lot for people to digest.
I know.
To begin with.
I know.
So, and what they're going
It's
to
a
hear.
lot to put together. So I
Well, there you
appreciate
go.
bite-sized chunks.
Yes.
That's what we do.
Yes. So the last one will be
Play number 4,
Yep.
which is in September.
August,
Next year,
September, yes.
August, September.
Yes.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Is called Stag and Doe. It's a Canadian play written by Mark Crawford. People, will, if they come to the theater regularly, they'll know his work by Bed and Breakfast, which was a show we did, and the New Canadian Curling Club, Birds and the Bees. So he's sort of like a very well-known Canadian comedic writer right now. And Stag and Doe. I mean, I'm originally from Toronto, so I did not know what a stag and doe was.
You didn't know?
Nor have I ever been to a stag and doe.
You've never?
No,
Since
because
even-
I moved out into Eastern Ontario when in my late 30s, so everyone was married by that point. So yes, so it takes the idea of a stag and doe in a smaller community, and it's set in like a community hall.
Yes.
And one couple has lost their venue for the wedding, so they've come there. Another couple is having their stag and doe, and so all of these people kind of intermix and create this huge event, and it's ridiculous and silly, and there's a lot
Fun.
of jello shooters and
Okay.
games and all of that stuff. And the audience will get involved, and it's very, very funny.
You've never been to a stag and doe. Maybe one of our viewers will invite you to a stag and doe, and you'll know what
I
it
would
is.
love to go to, before August, I would love to go to a stag and doe.
All right. Well, I'm sure somebody will contact me and say,
Great.
who's that guy that was from Toronto, never didn't know what a stag and doe was?
Exactly.
We want him to come so that we can initiate him into what a stag and doe is.
Yes.
Okay. So can people like buy tickets now, like season tickets for 2025?
Yeah, right now we just launched our subscription sales.
Okay.
So basically you can buy multi-show packs at this point. They range from 6-pack, which is like our Flex 6, and you just get 6 tickets for whatever you want. You could get 6 tickets for one show, or which a lot of people are doing, especially for our big musicals.
Yes.
You can also do a pick 4, which is you pick 4 different productions that you want to see,
Right.
or you can do a C7, which is come see all 7 of the productions. So that's what's on
Easier.
sale right now. That
Yeah.
and gift certificates. So
Well,
a lot of
yeah.
people for like stocking stuffers will get, $25, $50 gift certificate, tuck it in there, and then people can use that towards tickets next year. Our single tickets
is
go on
awesome.
at the beginning of March.
Beginning of March.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, because Christmas time is the ideal time. I mean,
You'd be amazed by how many people buy a subscription for their parent or their grandparent or for themselves. A lot of people do that.
and why not?
Yeah.
Because it's a great great venue to go to, and you bring in such amazing place.
Yeah.
So why not?
It's going to be an amazing year. We had a record-breaking year in 2024, and we're looking to top that in 2025.
Oh, I think you will. I
hope
think
so.
you will now that COVID is over and people are getting back out there.
Oh, we don't use that word anymore. That's long
sorry.
gone. It's over. Done.
Passé.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Passé.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're coming back in August.
Yes.
And we'll talk about the goings on.
Maybe I could come back one time in between. Just
Well,
to
that's
hang
what I
out.
was thinking too.
August is
you
a
probably
long
you
way.
probably should. I'll have to talk to my crew to see if we can
How'd
fit you
how
in.
I did?
Fit you in. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Oh, it's so nice to be here.
Thank you for coming in. I know
Thank
it's
you.
snowing out there and you had to drive.
No, it's fine.
But we appreciate it. And yes, we're giving you people a heads up as to what is happening at the Thousand Islands Playhouse in Gananoque. And if you want to buy some season tickets, they're great for stocking stuffers. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Doreen.
thank you.